Okay, three,
Okay, so I
two.
must stay in this position, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, can you describe about yourself or introduce about yourself?
Sure, Thio. My name is Richard. I have been teaching all my life in Southern Africa, and I'm now here in England, still teaching and doing some English work with Thio on his journey through life here in Cambridge, in England.
Okay, thank you, Richard. So, what do you think about British people, uh, especially in terms of tea?
The tea
Is
drinking.
it a culture or something else?
Very definitely, Thio. For many, many years, tea drinking has been extremely popular here in England. As has coffee, to be fair, but I think you would probably describe the English as a nation of tea drinking people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes back a long way, and British people take their drinking of tea extremely seriously.
Well, uh, is there any alteration in the past and today in terms of drinking tea?
I think possibly the only changes, Tio, would be in, the nature of life these days is much
Mm-hmm.
faster, and more people are working. So there's less and less time to sit and quietly have a cup of tea with your family or your neighbors. But I think the essential love of the tea drinking has not changed very much. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as far as I know, like there is a popular culture about tea is afternoon tea. Uh, how do you think, or how do you know about the afternoon tea in Britain?
Okay, I do know that certain times are set aside for tea drinking. So there is also a morning tea where people will gather perhaps in the high street, the shops, and in between shopping expeditions, they will meet each other and have tea. But the afternoon tea that you're referring to is a similar type of thing. So morning tea would possibly happen in a shopping centre perhaps, whereas afternoon tea will rather happen at home, where people will be invited into each other's homes to take part in tea drinking and the eating of cakes and sandwiches and things like that.
Is same as the question before, like, is there any alteration between the past and today, especially for afternoon tea?
Hmm. Again, technology has intruded. Okay, so for example, you now get tea bags instead of always having to use tea leaves. Although some people do persist with the old habits of using tea leaves and a strainer, so that you don't get the leaves in your cup. But apart from that, I think it's really more the nature of the modern way of living, so that perhaps afternoon tea would be more common, perhaps over a weekend
Mm-hmm.
when all the people are not working.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, the last question. For you personally, which one do you prefer, tea or coffee?
Okay, I think, Tio, to be honest, I drink coffee more often than
Uh,
tea. But once in a while, I suddenly get that craving. Oh, a nice cup of tea, yes, and nothing else will take its place. It's got to be tea.
okay, thank you very much, Rita. It's been pleasure to conduct this interview.
You're most welcome.